Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to record and show you guys how I make my tray sets from epoxy resin and just the regular silicone molds for ashtrays and regular trays. I've been doing this for a little while now, and I figured out the easiest way, well, I think it's the easiest way to be able to create my own things. And I usually sell them to people, or I put them on my Etsy shop, which I'll link in the description below. But I just wanted to show you guys how I made it, and hopefully you guys can figure out how to make your own, or if you guys just want to shop pre-made trays that I already made, you guys can definitely go on my Etsy shop and get one. So I just got this one because it's like a big size, being that I started making more. But I use this epoxy hardener. I don't know if you guys can see. And this is the resin. So one is the resin and one is the hardener. So you mix those together, 1-to-1 ratio, and you mix it for a couple minutes, and then it'll get, it'll get the resin that you want to pour on anything to harden it. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm going to make a gold and black tray set today. Well, really just an ashtray and rolling tray. I have like these other silicones to make the boxes that you would store your storage containers, but I don't know. But I just wanted to show you guys basically the gist of it. So this one is for the rolling tray, and then this silicone is for the ashtray, both of these. There's one round silicone tray, and then there's another square silicone tray. So it really just depends on which one I want to use. I think I'm going to go with the square tray just because, like, I got these off of Amazon for a couple dollars. They're like a pack, so I think these two came together, and then this came by itself. But they're really not that expensive. I can't remember how much it was, but each one was like definitely under like $15. I think $15 the most. I don't even think I paid that much because I'm cheap, y'all. So yeah. And then I'm just gonna use gold. I have some paint, which I'll be putting in the epoxy resin, and some glitter as well. I'm trying to figure out what I want the words to say, but I'll deal with that later when I print it on my Cricut. Right now I'm just pouring the resin on because I'll have to do that like at a later date, basically. Alright, so I had got these cups from Dollar Tree. Yeah, they were just $1. So I think I do want to invest in. They have like silicone cups, the way they have the silicone trays and ashtrays, and I think that would probably work better, just because I can use that over and over again instead of using these and then disposing of them, and then have to go back to the store and spend another $1 every so often. So I think I'm gonna get that. But for right now, I just have my shot glass cups. I have gloves because I don't want this to get on my hands. It does get sticky. As you can see, like I used these already, but they're kind of sticky. I washed them so that way it's not as sticky, but they basically stick. Until they dry, they stick. And if they dry, you have to make sure they're not touching each other, or they'll get hard and be stuck together forever. So, but yeah, I have my gloves. And I'm going to use some new ones because these are old, so I'll just throw these away. Anyway, so what I do is I usually have a bigger cup that once I pour the 1-to-1 ratios in, I'll pour them both into the cup and then mix it that way. So, and I just take one honestly, and just do it that way. I also have a stick that I scoop the resin out of, so you guys will see that as well. All right, so let's get to it. I go in with the resin first. It's like a little bit thicker. I mean, they're both resins, I guess, but I call this one the resin and I call the other one the hardener. This one is usually thicker, so that's how I can tell the difference, just in case, because some people get resin and they'll both be the same color and then you don't know which one is which, but one of them is usually thicker than the other, and that's how I realize. So I take, they have little lines on the inside of this, so that's how I basically measure mine. But I take this and it's a line in here that I stop to. And it's almost like at the top, basically. Alright. So, you can't tell, but like that is, I don't know, it's almost at the top. So that's how I pour my resin, and if I need more, then I'll just add a little more once I'm done mixing it and things like that. But that's how I basically measure how much I'm going to use at a time. And I'll pour it into the big cup, and then I'm going to go ahead, see how thick it is? I'm going to go ahead and do this again with the other resin, the hardener. And by the way, every single thing that you see here besides the cups and the glitter, I got off of Amazon. So I'm an Amazon freak. I love to order from Amazon because it's just so easy and it's just one click. And they usually have everything in stock. Like if I were to go to like Michael's or Walmart or X, Y, and Z, they like don't have the stuff. So it's just easier to order from Amazon. So that's where I get all of my things from. They come the next day or in a few days. So it's very convenient. So, and they come in like big sizes. Like I found this epoxy in this big size on Amazon. Like I couldn't find it anywhere else. So I always recommend Amazon. All right. I shouldn't switch my gloves because these are still sticky, but whatever. Then I'll take the other resin, and you see it's like a little more looser, but I take this resin, and this resin is gonna make it hard once I mix it together. So I'll pour it to the exact same line that I poured the first resin to, and that is going to give you your equal parts. And again, if you need more, you'll just do that step over again. So this one will be a little easier to pour out. This one too. See how easy it is? Just falls right in. Let's see. And I just scrape the sides to make sure all of it is in there because I want it to be as equal as possible, because when it's uneven, it's not going to be hard, like it's not going to dry correctly. I've actually had that happen to me before, and I had to like go back in and do it again. So now what I like to do is, you have to mix it for at least 3 minutes. So that's basically what I'll be doing. Alright guys, so I just changed my gloves because they were just too sticky for my liking. But alright, so So I mixed it for a little bit, and now it's time to pour some paint. So I do one, that's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So about 6 drops of the gold paint. And then if I need to add more, I add more. But I put a little gold glitter as well to make it shimmer. And I continue to mix for at least another minute or 2. You can see it's coming out pretty okay. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's gold with a little glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and start pouring it on my silicone. So I'm going to first use, oh, this mat I got is also a silicone mat, so this is like amazing. I got this from Amazon as well, so alright, so I'm gonna first pour it on for the rolling tray. I just want to make sure it's clean. Okay. Now for the rolling tray, I like to pour it on the sides first. So I open this up a little bit and pour it just so it can evenly get up in there. Alright, and then I do the same for this one. But first I'm going to pour some more hardener and resin so that way I have enough. I'll need some more. give it more glitter at the top. And you'll see when it's finished. And so this hardens in exactly 24 hours. It's really before 24 hours, but you know, it takes about 24 hours for it to fully harden. And then once it hardens, I'll go back and whatever I wanted to say, I just print it out on my Cricut and place it on there, and then I do the process one more time with a little less resin. But I put a clear coat over it so that way, you know, I can't like scrape off or anything like that. And then that's my product. So once this hardens, I guess by tomorrow, I'll be able to show you guys the finished product. Alright, so I removed them from the silicone, and this is how they came out. So, that one, and then this one. I don't know if you can tell, but I put a little glitter around the edges, so that came out pretty cute. Alright, so now I just have to apply the stickers onto them. So for the black one, I have this little alien sticker. So cute. And then I have, where did it go? I'm gonna put high maintenance on this tray. And then I'm just going to put a sativa leaf in this ashtray. last thing I have to do is just put the resin, the clear resin, over it. So I'll just mix some again, and just a little bit, and then just pour a thin layer, or pour a thin layer over the letters, so that way when you use it, it's not like scratching off or anything later on in life. And that's pretty much it. So yep, there you are. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me make my tray sets. And again, if you're interested in getting one, you can go ahead and shop my Etsy account, or follow me on Instagram. I also post on there, so you can definitely hit me up there and I can give you a tray. Thanks again, guys. See you later. Bye.